New England Boating is brought to you by the new GMC Sierra Denali. This is precision. This is GMC. We are professional grade. Also brought to you by Pursuit Boats. Explore life in a Pursuit. Also brought to you by your New England Yamaha outboard dealer. And by Shipyard Brewing Company. Award-winning handcrafted beer.
Welcome to New England Boating. I'm Parker Kelly.
And I'm Tom Richardson, and today we're coming to you from Kennebunk and Kennebunkport, two towns on the Kennebunk River, which is located between Portland and Kittery.
That's right, and what a beautiful start we have. And we are going to explore this incredible destination by water, by boat, by trolley, we're going to by kayak.
That's right,
we're going to go in town, we're going to go to restaurants.
About town, we're going to get in the boat, we're going to go out, we're going to go fishing, we're going to see everything that the Kennebunk River and Kennebunkport have to offer.
And don't forget the bushes.
Oh yes, we'll visit them too. Maybe they'll be on our show. Who knows?
New England Boating, the Kennebunks.
Let's go.
That lobster roll looks delicious. I'll give it to you. To another great destination.
Are you shopping for me? Oh, there's a fish. Parker's goofing around. Gonna miss. Nick, short, sharp sweeps with the rod. We want the fish that can eat that thing. Oh, yeah. Hang on, Parker.
Tom, don't joke.
Well, we're here on the Kennebunk River, and first things first, before we get into this show, we're going to tell you a little bit about how to navigate this harbor, and we're going to start out by Walker's Point and work our way in, and to help us with that is Chris DeMillo of DeMillo's Marina and Yacht Sales in Portland.
And now, Kennebunk.
Well, let's let Chris give us the tour on his nice Sabre, and take it away.
We were just going to have our friend Chris DeMillo give us a harbor tour, but then we found someone stowed upon this aboard this Sabre, this gorgeous Sabre, Steve Brattel.
Correct.
And he is a local fisherman, fisher guide. He pulls lobster traps, he carves birds, he gives excursions to different points of interest. So now we're going to combine the two, and we're going to have a harbor tour and also a sightseeing tour.
We're going to start right here. I guess we're in Cape Porpoise, right?
Correct.
Which is part of Kennebunkport, right?
It is Kennebunkport. This is Goat Island Light, and it's been here forever. And they just rebuilt the bell tower and the walkway, and took it back to its original state, which was before the lighthouse.
So behind us is Walker's Point, the famous Bush Estate.
This is the best side of the house. This is where all the bushes come out and, you know, in public, but can't be seen from the road. Jeb's house is behind it, the new one they're building, and this is by far the best view.
So boaters who have never been to the Kennebunk River, what's the best way or the safest way for them to get there from the ocean?
We're lined up right now with bell buoy number 1, and if you follow the markers straight in, they'll bring you right into the mouth of the river where the breakwater is.
Right, so plenty of water, nothing to worry about, no obstructions on this.
Well marked, plenty of water.
Excellent, that's what we want to know.
So Chris, we're at the mouth of the river. What's the depth and how hard can you cut it in here?
So that the depth at mean low shouldn't be below 5 feet. You might want to wait until after tide or after low tide or before low tide.
So those orange balls, that's those are the town moorings?
That's correct, and there's 2 of them, and they're good for transits, overnights, and for a very minimal fee.
And so now we're coming into the busy part of the harbor, right? This is packed with restaurants and all kinds of boats and excursion boats.
Not as fast
And
as
of course,
it would be.
Federal Jacks.
Federal Jacks, our favorite.
Absolutely amazing tour upon this Sabre, gorgeous yacht with Steve and Chris, our harbor tour and excursion. We've just begun this episode, and I'm already excited beyond.
And there's lots more to come, though. We've got a trolley tour ahead. We've got some kayaking. We've got some fishing. But first, Parker here is going to go look around the downtown area.
Yes, I am, right now. Bye-bye now.
Oh, look, there she goes, everybody.
Beautiful morning here in the Kennebunks, and I am with Fred Forsley, who owns a Shipyard Brewery as well as Federal Jacks. And he knows this place inside and out, I would say.
Yes.
So you're going to give me and our audience a tour. of this
Yes.
area, hitting some of the sites along the way.
Exactly.
That sounds great. Let's
Exactly.
do that, Fred.
Let's do it.
So Parker, here we are in beautiful Kennebunk,
Yeah.
or Taint Town, or Lower Village of the Kennebunks, whichever way you want to say it.
Yeah.
But the beautiful inner harbor, this is where the sailing young kids learn to sail, and then kayakers and paddleboards will go up the river. And basically you have Kennebunk on this side, Kennebunkport Village down the other side. Let's go check it out. Yeah, this is Dock Square. This is where if you see a Memorial Day parade or a Veterans Day parade, when George Bush and Barbara are sitting here, this is the spot, and the whole square shuts down and honors the past and the future service to our country and to the Maritimes. So it's kind of it was built here, obviously in the early 1900s, and then everything else built around it. So it's nice. But today you have Allison's, you have all the shops, you have it's a great place to just come, enjoy, and people watch.
So we've made a loop, and we're now on the other side of the river.
Exactly. Looking back at Shipyard Shops and Federal Jacks, and down the inner harbor, and then out to sea. So it's amazing how. I mean, we didn't cover nearly all of what you could see.
No,
in the
we
town.
never can in a destination. It's so sad, but hopefully people will see this and want to come. So tell us
Definitely.
some of the things that you think are must-haves that we weren't able to do.
You got to come back for Prelude, which is the weekend after Thanksgiving, where Santa Claus comes up the river, right up to the bridge, the Taintown Bridge, and then back. And it's actually one of our busiest weekends and funnest weekends, because people celebrate Christmas Prelude, and it's an amazing time. And then, obviously, any other time during the season is fantastic. The fall has become a great time to come. It's less busy, but still everything's open.
Yeah. Well, this has been a great tour. I can see why you summer here.
Yes.
I can see why you call this home. I
Exactly.
think you can see why he calls this home.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank
so
you.
always nice to see
Nice to
you,
see you.
and thanks for the personal tour.
It was great. Anytime.
So right around the corner from Dock Square on Ocean Ave is this trolley stop. It runs every hour on the hour from May to October. This is a perfect thing to do in the afternoon, and they'll give you a tour, show you the Bush's house and landmarks and beaches and all sorts of things. It's a 45-minute tour, but we're going to take the abbreviated version.
Welcome aboard, Parker.
Thank you.
My name is Chris. I'm going to be your guide today.
Nice to meet you, Chris.
Now, Kennebunkport was listed by Coastal Living magazine as one of the 10 happiest coastal towns in America. This is St. Anne's Episcopal Church here. This is where Taylor Swift actually debuted an album that was covered live by MTV. It's also where the President George H.W. Bush, parachuted in on his 90th birthday.
All right, Chris, this is it, the famous landmark here. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
I sure can. These 11 acres were actually purchased by George Herbert Walker in 1903. And he built a big house in 1905, and the President and Barbara are there as we speak.
Right now.
Right now. Yes. And now the President lives at his grandfather's estate.
Wow. So this is their anchor.
It is their anchor. Anchor to windward is this anchor that's been dedicated to the President, and that's because he's been here every summer of his life, every summer of his 91 years, except 1944 when World War II was going on. And the center of town is right before you. It's Dock Square. It's been the center of town since the American Revolution, which was the time period when shipbuilding became our primary economic activity. And it would go on for about 150 years. We're in Kennebunk now. We're going to take a left here and head right to the beaches of Kennebunk.
The beach, we've arrived.
We are here at Kennebunk's Gooch's Beach. Behind us, you've got St. Anne's and Kennebunkport. You've got the Colony, which is celebrating its 100th anniversary last year, and the breakwater, which protected all those ships that were launched in the Kennebunk River and had that trade with the West Indies. This is a special place.
In-town trolley in
Enjoyed
Kennebunkport.
it.
You have to take a trolley tour with Chris or one of the other expert guides. Thanks so much.
Let's go paddling on the Kennebunk River. I'm here with Teresa Willett. She's the owner of Coastal Maine Kayak, located right here in Kennebunk, on the Kennebunk side of the Kennebunk River. We're going to go and explore the upstream area,
Yes, go up.
upstream of the Tanktown Bridge, right?
Yes.
Did I say that right?
We're going to go under the bridge, up the river, and you can go for many miles out of the river.
That's great.
It's all tidal.
Terrific. Well, let's get started. Let's get in the kayaks and let's go. Now, do you take personal trips on, up and down the coast yourself?
Yes,
Yeah,
I've paddled most of the coast of Maine.
So what? Tell us about the 3 dories. I've heard a lot about those.
Well, the 3 dories, they're in the river year-round. In the winter, they put Christmas trees in them and light them up. And they swing. They tell you which way the wind is. They're used as a wind indicator.
Ah, they're not representative of the fishing dories.
The fishing dories, the fishing.
So how far upriver can someone paddle on a high tide?
God, probably at least 10 miles.
10 miles, really?
Yeah, at least.
Well, thanks a lot, Teresa, for showing me this wonderful part of the Kennebunk River. A lot of people wouldn't know it if they're just downtown doing the regular tourist thing, that this whole other world exists just a few miles, not even a mile upstream, actually.
No, as soon as you get in the water, it changes.
Yeah, it's great. Well, become one with nature, right?
Yes.
In a kayak with Teresa and Coastal Maine Kayak. Don't go away, though, because we got more New England boating Kennebunks coming your way, including a visit to the Hurricane Restaurant.
Hurricane.
Oh, good. Well, you can't walk far without finding a restaurant in this town.
And I heard they have a great lobster chowder.
All right, let's go. Let's check it out. See if they do. What a nice view of the river. Oh, what do we have here?
Blueberry mojito.
All right.
For you?
Yeah.
That is a girly drink.
Yeah, I guess they are famous for their martinis and mixed drinks. So,
Fruity.
oh, look, you even got a little carafe and its own little
Thank
little
you so
ice
much.
nest to keep it cold.
Look how pretty that is.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, I'm here with Mike Haley. He is the head brewer at the Kennebunkport Brewing Company right here at Federal Jacks. And what a fun job you've got, huh, Mike?
Labor of love. Yeah, that's for sure.
So you guys brew beers and ales specifically for the restaurant here, correct?
We do. Yeah. Everything that's served upstairs at Jack's is brewed right on site, and then we also, with the ownership of Shipyard, we can use our facility as a test ground too for beers that may come out later.
So all the brews that people enjoy up at the restaurant, they're piped like right up from the brewery.
You
right?
got it. Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Freshest beer in the state,
That's
probably
excellent.
right here. Yeah, we're brewing 7 to 10 batches a week.
Wow.
So as soon as the tank is empty, hopefully we've planned our schedule well enough that a fresh tank is coming in right behind it.
And your job as a brewmaster is to make sure that process is going smoothly and that you know things taste correct.
Certainly, yeah. People think we drink beer all day long. I wish we did, but there's no
You
time.
probably wouldn't be talking
no
to me right
time
now.
for yeah, exactly. Hour 12 right now. Yeah, so our system is a really classic British ale brewery. Very hands-on, very little automation. So our consistency comes from consistency in process. So the attention to detail of us, time, temperatures, things like that, and actually just working the system the same way is what's going to get us our consistency at the end.
Well, you're a busy guy, Mike Haley. Thanks a lot for
My
the
pleasure.
rundown.
My pleasure.
Come on down and see him at work here at the Kennebunkport Brewing Company at Federal Jacks. But don't you go away, because coming up next, Parker is going to give us a tour of the Nonantum Resort. Great place. Stick around.
So I'm here with Nikki Bean, and she's the marketing director here at the Nonantum Resort. And what a job to be the marketing director here, because what can't you say about this place?
You just can't beat the view, can you?
You can't beat the view and the activity behind us already since we've been here.
Right.
People kayaking, stand-up paddleboard, lawn games, the pool. I mean, tell everyone a little bit about this resort. It's got
Sure.
so much for families.
So we have an on-site marina, and we have the Rugosa lobster tours that go out and do a little educational tour. We have a fishing tour as well, where you can catch stripers and go out with Bruce, who was on Wicked Tuna, so he's our famous
So he might know a little
resident.
something. Yeah.
And the Pineapple Catch is a sailing charter that goes out. They do day sails and sunset sails, so you could pack up a picnic and go out on a nice romantic evening.
Oh, nice. So speaking of romantic, I'm sure you have a lot of weddings here.
Absolutely. We actually have 58 weddings this year.
58?
Which means every day, every weekend. And as you can see, I mean, the quintessential dock shot here with we have a lighthouse right on property. We do a lot of outdoor tent weddings as well, and ceremonies right on the back lawn here. So
how many rooms do you have, and how long have you guys been operating here?
we have 109 rooms, and it's 2 separate buildings. So the original building was built in 1883.
Oh, really?
And then the newer building, I believe, was built in the 70s.
And so your chef, you just got a
Yes.
big award for that too.
He was Maine Chef of the Year in 2014, which is a great honor, and you can get everything from lobster, of course, you have to have when you're here, and then he does a lot of seafood specialties, locally sourced.
So boaters, when you're not taking your boat here, drive here all year round. It's a beautiful place to stay. They'll take very good care of you. Thank you so much, Nikki.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Oh, he's still right there. He's still right there.
It's very exciting. Was that the one that was harassing our bait, you
I
think?
got a feeling.
Well, we're here at a marina that needs no introduction among longtime cruising boaters. It's Chick's Marina right here in Kennebunkport on the Kennebunk River. I'm with Aaron Kegley, who is the dock master here at Chick's. And now, how long has Chick's been around?
It's been around forever in Kennebunkport standard. It's early 50s, you know, on the river here.
So like the birth of boating, it's been around
Absolutely.
since, basically.
We take our name from Booth Chick, who started the place. He used to build boats here.
And he was pretty infamous, wasn't he? Like
He
for
was.
his parties, right? This place was like the party marina.
His name still lives on here.
That's great. So tell us about the facilities here. What sort of amenities do you offer?
Well, you know, since it's changed hands, it's been in this family for over 30 years. Since I've been here, which is a short little time, 5 years, I've seen a lot happen. We've put lots of new stuff down. The docks are all brand new now. We've done that in 2 phases.
And you got a fuel dock?
Absolutely. We have long fuel lines. We can usually get you right in the slip.
Yeah.
No need to move the boat.
Nice. And you're super transient friendly, right? I mean, you can keep a lot of dock space open.
We keep our whole face dock open, which is 360 feet long.
And you can get some big boats in here too.
Up to 146 feet we've had in here.
And getting into town, no problem. It's just a short walk or a bike ride or anything like that.
If you're staying with us, we have a courtesy shuttle.
Perfect.
Seats 8.
Yeah, not bad at all. And you have a wonderful facility up there at your headquarters, and you've got you've got showers and restrooms and
twin identical showers, heads, coin laundry around the back side.
right there too. Yeah, and you also have a launch ramp here, which we should mention because
we do.
There aren't any public launch ramps on the Kennebunk River, right?
There's a couple. There's 2.
Small, but for small boats, probably, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but you can launch here though at Chick's.
Absolutely.
Yeah, especially if you're keeping your boat here.
We do. It's $2 a foot, transient rate, pretty much. Splash it in. We're here till 6:30 usually. Take it right back out.
Excellent. Well, so a lot of amenities, a lot of boating-friendly stuff going on here at Chick's Marina on the Kennebunk River here in Kennebunkport. Aaron, thank you very much for the rundown on the marina.
I appreciate it.
Come by and see Aaron and his crew, but don't go away because Parker and I are going fishing next. Stay tuned. Well, we're here with Captain Ben Welch of Striker Charters. He is kind enough to hop on our boat and show us a little bit about the fishing in the Kennebunkport area. Thanks a lot, Ben. What are we going to do today?
We're gonna make our way out off the point here, off Walker's Point, and try to make some bait. We're gonna be fishing mackerel right up tight to the surface. Use those live mackerel in tight to the rocks for stripers.
All right, let's get some mackerel.
All right. So we do have some chum line that we put out here. This gets a lot of scent in the water, and the mackerel will actually come up with full bellies of that.
Come on, Mac. Woohoo! Well, this is half the fun. This is half the fun.
It is. This is sweet.
Look at these guys, huh? Woo! We bring kids out here, they must love this.
Oh yeah. And actually, we do a lot of kids trip for mackerel fishing and pulling lobster
I mean, some of these
traps.
these are pretty good sized mackerel.
They have
I'd
a great
say.
time with it.
Ben, we're close to the rocks. What's going on? This is where we're gonna fish?
This is. So we're gonna be pitching some live baits into the rocks and hoping there's some big boys hanging out in some of these holes. So this is what we're aiming for.
So Ben, tell us about the setup that we have for stripers today.
Yeah, so what we're going to be using is some conventional reels, these Ocean Masters, real light duty, 30-pound braid, and what we do is we actually attach a barrel swivel here. About a 40-pound barrel swivel is fine for this type of fishing we're doing. Nice long leader. Try to keep my leaders nice and small, anywhere between 20-25 pounds. They stay invisible, much more invisible through the water. And in the state of Maine, circle hooks for live bait.
You have to use a circle hook.
Have to use circle hooks. Look at him go, right back in. All right, Tom.
All right, hey, there was a fish in that hole. All right. Well, the circle hook did its job. He didn't.
The circle hook did its job. This is a nice little
guy.
prize for you.
But you know what? Think about that. Think about that. The bait we were using was that big, and that thing inhaled it.
He inhaled it. He inhaled it.
It's amazing to me.
So,
well, that sadly is going to bring an end to our fishing trip.
And we could stay out here all day.
Yeah, it's a beautiful trip.
Yeah.
We gave it a good try.
We caught a fish.
We didn't get skunked though.
We didn't get skunked.
So, and we had a beautiful day to do a beautiful setting and a great host. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys for having me.
Captain Ben Welch of Striker Charters.
So here I am at Federal Jacks. Federal Jacks was named after a ship built here on site in 1908, and the name was Federal Jack. And it's got amazing views of the Kennebunk Harbor. And in the summer, you can see the theater of the boats coming in and out. It's a brew with a view. But let me tell you, this place is more than a brew pub. Federal Jacks has shipyard shops, a cute place to stroll and pick up some souvenirs, and KBC gifts with all sorts of Federal Jacks wearables and yummy homemade fudge. In the upstairs in the pub, you can watch the Sox, the Patriots, or World Cup. There's also a billiards game room, free entertainment nightly. So clearly there's something for the whole family. Right now, I'm gonna go upstairs into the brew pub and meet a chef and do some cooking. I'm here with David Scalanti, and he's especially on site here at Federal Jacks to show us their signature dish. Are you ready to do this?
Let's do it.
What is the signature dish here? I mean, this is the thing that people order the most.
The seafood paella is definitely the #1 dish here at Federal Jacks.
Okay.
We're gonna add some chicken to start. You want to add that sausage in too?
So
you got a little bit of onions and garlic in there. All right, so Parker, now we're gonna add the little neck clams, the mussels, the shrimp, and the calamari.
Okay.
So now we're just gonna add a little bit of the white wine, rice, tomatoes, and we're gonna cover and let all the flavors develop in the pan.
So we're good to go.
Just give it a quick toss.
Yep, look at that.
It smells good.
Woo! David Scalanti, executive chef of Shipyard Brewery, making a special appearance here. Gorgeous, gorgeous, pardon me, sir. I must be gone now.
Go ahead, enjoy.
That's it, Kennebunk.
Kennebunks.
The Kennebunks.
The Kennebunks.
Town. We've done it.
That's right. Unbelievable. You know, what another incredible tour of an incredible boating destination, huh?
Yeah. Follow us on all the social media to see where we're going to be next week, and also just to say hi and stay in touch with us, see behind the scenes things.
Yeah, and also to learn more about boating in the Kennebunks and other great New England destinations, check out newenglandboating.com.
Until next time, I'm Parker Kelly.
I'm Tom Richardson.
See ya.
Bye.